Finally, all that ice and snow that we saw over the weekend is going to melt, and we're still seeing some of that ice and snow melt in some of the shady areas. It's going to get warmer this week and even going into the weekend as well. Take a look at where we were yesterday. This was for Tuesday. We actually got up to 61 degrees at the Columbia Metropolitan Airport, and temperatures were around freezing for most of us. And again, I've been saying this over and over. You can tell it's very dry because we have this widespread value in temperature from high temperature to low temperature, about 30 degrees spread. And this is going to continue until we get to Friday. Same story is going to be in effect for tomorrow. It's going to start out in the low 40s and clouds are going to increase. Look at our winds, they're out of the east, and so we're going to be drawing in more warm air off the coast, and high temperature is going to end up around 61 or 62 for most of us. And that forecast is going to remain the same in Charleston and Greenville. We're still going to see high temperatures around 60 with moderate humidity levels. And look at it on a graph. We're going to see high temperatures around 75 on Friday. We're not going to get to really enjoy it, and that's because we're going to see a line of showers and possibly thunderstorms move through on Friday. So that's the whole point of why it's warm, is because it's going to be humid. It'll cool down to the mid 60s again on the weekend, and then Monday of next week we could possibly be back in the 70s, this time without a rain chance, and the weekend or the week after that is going to be in the 60s as well. So let's talk about that rain chance that we have coming up our way for Friday. This is going to be our forecast, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You see this line of heavy rain moving through South Carolina. This will be in the upstate for Friday morning, and then it'll weaken as it heads towards the coast, and by the time it makes it to Charleston and Myrtle Beach around 7 o'clock in the evening Friday, this could just be a line of showers. We might not even see any heavy rain out of this, and so take a look at how much rainfall we're expecting. Only about a half an inch for Greenville and Rock Hill, same story in the Midlands, and again, by the time it makes it to the coast, it could weaken, and so we'll see rainfall amounts less than a quarter of an inch in many of these areas. So our forecast for tonight looks like this. It's going to be dry again, and that's very evident by our low temperatures. So you'll see low to mid 30s for the upstate and upper 30s to low 40s for the coast, the exception being 44 down there in Hilton Head. And then tomorrow we're going to be in the upper 50s to near 60. We could actually see a little bit of a warm nose show up here in the Midlands, so some areas, Columbia, Aiken, and Orangeburg, could actually end up in the mid 60s tomorrow, low 60s to upper 50s again for the coastal communities. And so 7-day forecast looks like this. We're mostly sunny tomorrow, heavy rain on Friday, high temperature around 75, all because of the humidity and rainfall. Then we get into the weekend. It's back in the mid 60s for the weekend. It's mostly sunny. We go into next week. There's no rain chance. We're still in the 70s for Friday. We cool back down to 60s on Tuesday and back in the 70s on Wednesday. This is going to be statewide, and we won't see a rain chance when it's warm, so we could actually get to enjoy some of this warm weather for the first week going into February.